Hi, Miss Lady. Hi, babe. You look like you're on a mission. Where are you going? Well, I guess I gotta go this way. Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Jaden. Trying to catch Miss Aria. She's on a mission. Hi, Joe. Good morning. Where you going, lady? Good morning, Dawn. Is it second breakfast? Oh my goodness. Hi, honey. Good morning, Noor. Hey, Cassie. Hi, Deb. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Jen. Oh my goodness sakes, are you going back the other way now? Can't keep up with you. Good morning, Sean. Why don't you hang out? Ooh. Good morning, Nikki. Thank you guys, everybody who is sharing this and alerting people that we are live. Good morning, Stephanie. Yep, this is Miss Aria. Oh, I guess that's the place. Good morning, Chris. Happy Monday, everybody. Miss Aria's. Good morning, Sue. Hi, beautiful. Can see your breath. It's not even that cold out. Good morning, Kathy. Yep, if you guys are new to us and you do not know Aria's story, first of all, you can see it with some pretty graphic imagery if you go to her page, which is bigcatrescue.org/Aria. That's ARIA. What are you doing? And just from this angle, you can see a pretty hefty scar on her shoulder, on her back hip. She essentially looks that way on both sides. Are going, honey. You guys know I had all kinds of technical issues yesterday, and unfortunately, I think that we have determined that my stabilizer will no longer charge, and we have absolutely no idea what happened to it. It's a total mystery why it was on the floor, and now it doesn't charge, so we're going. Thank you, Tammy. I'm gonna try to do a walkabout as long as I don't start sneezing like crazy. You guys can watch Aria 24/7 on her Explore camera because she is on her month-long vacation in our 2.5-acre vacation rotation. Where you going, lady? So back to her story. She actually came to us as a witness protection cat. And when she arrived, we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to save her. She was battling so many different infections. She had huge gaping open wounds and not enough skin and cartilage to put anything back together. But Dr. Justin worked his magic. Multiple surgeries later, multiple dental procedures later, here she is, and luckily for her, the state won their case against her horrible owner and granted permission for her to stay here forever. So thanks to people like you, we're going to be able to give her top-of-the-line medical care, food, enrichment, and just spoil the heck out of her for as long as we can. Wow. I know. But again, you can learn all those details about her on her bio page. She is absolutely a miracle girl. And to have gone through everything she went through and still be as beautiful of a spirit as she is, it's absolutely unbelievable. All right, well, like I said, you guys can see her on 2 of our Explore cameras. There's a feeding camera and there's a camera way out in the middle, because she has access to all of this right now. They love that roof section though, because that means that is where the food arrives. Oh, thank you so much, Jaden, for the donation. So it's gonna walk along the backside of Sapphire and Jasmine. I think I see Sapphire up on her platform. I have not seen her up there in a long time. No real agenda today. Like I said, I'm just gonna try to go live for as long as my allergies can handle me being out here, because I've got to pull it together today because I have to do rehab and meds later. Oh, she's coming down off the platform now. Boo. Sorry, and I'm gonna totally miss her because I have to fumble with the skate. One hand, okay. All right, let's go see the staff. I tried to look for Amanda when I first walked by, but I think she was already tucked into a den. And I hate walking up to her after breakfast because all these cats have already had breakfast today, because she might think I have something extra for her and then get up and stand up and come over, and she's 25 years old. When she gets settled in, she should stay settled in. So you can see Sapphire has a camera here as well. Hi, babe. Whoa. Hi, honey. This is Sapphire. She's a female white tiger. You can see she's more of a creamy color and has sort of brownish red stripes. Are you looking for your friend? So on the other side of this fence is where Jasmine tiger lives. And Sapphire's very obsessed with what Jasmine's doing a lot of the time. Hi. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's pretty nice of you. Only getting a little grumpily. Only a little grumbly. Thank you very much, Allie, for the donation. So, I'm sorry I didn't see who asked it, but I saw the question, can we watch them eat sometime? Well, so we do feeding tours all the time. So you can find old ones at dailybigcat.com. And new ones are coming up because this Sunday, the 21st, we'll be doing a feeding tour with Catherine. So you can tune in around 9 a.m. for tours like that. During the week, it just kind of depends on all of my other responsibilities, whether I can get here to follow morning feeding. I'm thinking about possibly addressing this with Aaron and Afton and Carol, and seeing if there's the possibility where I can start kind of flexing my days to accommodate lives better. So instead of being here at 7 a.m. every single day and then definitely leaving before like evening meds and snacks take place, maybe if I came in a little later, I could stay a little later, start doing those types of lives for you, because I know Carol doesn't always have the time or ability to do those, and I know you guys love those. Ooh. So just a thought, but I am thinking about kind of starting to mix it up. Not every day would have a morning walkabout, but maybe there'd be one in the afternoon or evening. Always trying to change things up to keep it interesting for myself and you guys, and we'll see. So yeah, Jenny, I saw you ask if this was a Bengal tiger. So basically in captivity, it would be really hard to actually tell you because most of these cats have been inbred or, you know, their bloodlines are just so watered down that we wouldn't be able to tell you for sure their lineage. And then to top that off, white tigers aren't naturally occurring in the wild. It's a trait called leucism, and it's caused from inbreeding. So that's why pretty much every white tiger you see has a lot of like deformities. Just do some research on the internet and you'll be blown away. All right, lady, let's go see this girl that you're so obsessed with. Yeah, so I'm kind of still in that stage, you know, it's the first part of a new year, so I'm brainstorming all kinds of ideas, various things, any way that I can give you guys more content of the cats, but also for us to raise more money for the cats, because we still are not open to the public. And if you can believe it or not, exactly 1 year ago was the last day that we ever allowed the public on property. Hi, Jazz. Hi, Miss Jasmine. So it's been exactly 1 year. March 15th was the last day that we had tours of any kind. Thank you, Kathy, for the donation. And we were very concerned because that's a lot of revenue for the cats. But you guys really stepped up and have been amazing at donating on our lives, our various fundraisers, shopping on our store, sponsoring the cats, all at bigcatrescue.biz. We just got a new update from Amazon Smile, and you guys have really been knocking it out of the park by choosing Big Cat Rescue as your charity. Ooh. And it's really easy to do. You shop smile.amazon.com instead of just regular amazon.com. They're the exact same thing. But you can choose a charity, and if you choose Big Cat Rescue, then we get 0.5% of your purchase, and it just naturally comes to the cats. And ooh, hi, honey. So Jasmine and Sapphire actually came in together, the same rescue, and they both arrived as witness protection cats. If you want to learn more about what that's all about, you can do that on our website as well, bigcatrescue.org/law-enforcement. And it shows you how we help law enforcement during certain litigation to keep the animals, you know, well taken care of while the courts kind of fight it all out. But luckily for, like I mentioned, Aria, Sapphire, Jasmine, Duchess, and Jinx, they all got to stay with us. So that's like hitting the lottery for a big cat. Yeah, I cannot believe it's been a whole year. Still a ton of pressure. We got to take care of these cats. So just can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, supporting us on our eBay auctions has been absolutely incredible. Those alone last year brought in about $11,000. And I've got like over 60 items left right now to be auctioning. So speaking of Jinx, let's go. I really appreciate all of you guys that are helping out in the comments as well, posting links. Passing by Kimba's right now. That's a good question. A lot of people have asked, do the cats notice or mind that we don't have people? We never had a large amount of people. We only opened the sanctuary in a really big way one time a year for our Wildcat Walkabout. And the way the enclosures are built and the way that everything's set up here, if the cats don't want to be seen, then they don't have to be seen. So during Walkabout, when there was 500 to 600 people walking through the sanctuary for a 2-hour period of time, if they didn't want to be seen, they weren't seen. So, but I haven't noticed one way or the other. The cats don't really care. Keepers are 50-50. While, not everyone always enjoyed giving a tour, I think now that we've stopped doing them, pretty much everybody misses giving tours every now and again. Because it was such an amazing feeling and an amazing moment when, our guided tours were no more than 20 people, but a lot of times they were a lot less than that. And it was pretty unbelievable when you would walk them through the whole sanctuary. You'd be sharing the cat stories with them, and you'd just see these light bulbs going off. Like, people had no idea that, some of these cats were going through what they were going through, and that their situations were as traumatic as they were. There's a boy. There's a sneaky boy. Hi, Jinx. Hi, my sweet boy. Where you going? Where you going? Gonna go find a toy? So Jinx is the opposite of what we saw with Sapphire, the white tiger I showed you. Jinx has a trait called melanism. Sapphire has leucism. Leucism is more of a trait, like I mentioned, that's caused through inbreeding. Melanism is naturally occurring in the wild. So a leopard like Jinx can actually be born in the same litter with a golden leopard, and they have a huge advantage because being that dark reddish black color, he still has the spots, but being that dark color, they can really blend in with the shadows. They can hide in trees and you would absolutely never see them. Whereas Sapphire, the white tiger, sticks out like a sore thumb. She has no camouflage. She glows at night. So that is definitely the big difference between something that's naturally occurring in nature and then something that people just thought was really cool and kept breeding over and over and over again. That's why white tigers have so many health defects as well. Usually have really bad digestive issues, a lot of dental problems. You're usually cross-eyed or cleft palates. What are you doing? You showing off. So cats don't usually eat foliage. What we feed our cats here is 100% raw meat. They are carnivores. Jinx is 22 years old. Super playful guy, but super intense. Where you going? Where you going? They've been over here working on Manny's enclosure since Manny's over in Funcation. I think he's still got a little more time over there, but you're right, Lauren. Yep, Sapphire would only blend in a snowstorm. Although she's not native to where it snows, so. A lot of people are like, well, what about tigers that live in snowy regions? Well, they're also orange. Siberian tigers are that classic orange black stripe with a little bit of white on them. There's the boy I know. There's the boy I know. Actually my husband and I watched this incredible, I'm sure it was part of the Planet Earth series or like a Nat Geo, but it was a behind the scenes, and it was this amazing like hour-long program, and it basically just like walked you behind the scenes with all of the photographers and filmmakers that create those amazing shows. And the one in Siberia, waiting to see tigers, they literally like stayed in this tiny little hut that pretty much one person could fit in, and waited for, I mean, it was like weeks and weeks on end, and they never actually got footage themselves, but they finally got some footage on a trail cam. And it was just so unbelievable to see how much time and energy goes into getting a 4-second shot of a cat. That just shows you how rare Siberian tigers are. That's Nikita in the background, our lion. But they got like a 4-second clip in Siberia of a tiger, snow all over the place, practically froze to death out there. And the tiger looked like Priya, you know, just like an orange and black with a little bit of white. There's a lot of information on our website because there was a white cub found in the wild back in the 50s. And pretty much all the white tigers that exist now in captivity all stem from that original cub. And you can learn the whole story on our website. Somebody can post that link. I think it involves white tiger lies or something like that. Look how good he camouflages. It's like, this is where I'm gonna watch Manny for the day. I know, I caught you. I caught you. Mark, I just took a really long walk with Jinx, so everything you just saw him go through, that is his area. And then some, because I walked past the whole enclosure, but I was only pointing the camera at part of it. But we have 2 vacation spaces the cats can run in. But what people don't understand, they're always like, that cat doesn't have room to run. Well, he's 22 years old. It's like being over 100 in human years. So they're not always that super active to begin with. But yes, they all have more than enough room to run if they really want to. We're a retirement home for these cats, so most of the time when they come here, they've been abandoned, abused, neglected, serious health issues, missing their claws, missing teeth, on tons of medications. Hi! You're my boy. Mr. Cyrus. I missed you. Yeah. Are you... Oh, okay. So say, are you quiet because you have breakfast? Very noisy before breakfast. This is Cyrus. He is a Caracal. Yeah, you sure are. You sure are, best boy. Yeah. So Cyrus came to us. It's kind of interesting. Basically every story we've seen so far today, they've all come from Ohio. Ohio had an incredibly horrific situation handful of years ago where a man named Terry Thompson had over 50 plus exotic animals. He opened every single cage and then committed suicide. The animals ran the hillsides. Unfortunately, law enforcement was put in a horrible position. Yeah, this is just terrible. And pretty much had to shoot to kill, and very few of them survived after that. So anyway, none of the cats here are from that incident, but what that incident did was it woke up the state of Ohio, which I'm originally from. I lived there during that incident, the Zanesville massacres, what we kind of all call it. And so Ohio actually started implementing and keeping their laws. I know. And so we've seen a huge influx of cats from private owners and such. So Cyrus, yeah, my love bug. So Cyrus and Chaos and Zucari, which is an African serval, Chaos is another Caracal, came to us from a cattery in Ohio. Lady had what we've heard about 15 or so cats, exotic cats that she was trying to breed for the pet trade, because people will pay like $10,000 for these animals or more. You're right. You're so silly. And yeah, so Cyrus, Chaos, and Zucari were all declawed. Cyrus is missing one of his canines. Thank you, Linda, for the donation. And he's a love bug. That's what he appears to be, a love bug, right? See, unless you've seen him be very scary about food. That's the horrifying thing, is all these cats probably had to like fight for their food, and you know, they weren't spayed and neutered, so they had a lot of other aggressions. Look at him being so brave, because Manny is right there. Are you the bravest Caracal in the world? Did you just walk right up to him? You don't even care, huh? Thank you very much, Linda. You don't even care he's there. What a good boy. So even though he's missing a canine, which the canines are that, you know, very large pointy tooth, they have 4 of them. He's got 3 of them, but he can still take a feeding stick from you, take tongs from you. He can jump like really crazy. He's really strong in his legs. You're such a brave old boy. We'll go see Manny. Hi, sir. This is Manny. The man. The man. Yeah, you're not intimidating my boy. That's awesome. That's awesome, because he's literally over here just rubbing his chin. So what cats do when they're rubbing all over the cage like that, everybody's like, oh, he wants you to pet him. Well, again, if you've seen their canines, Caracal canines are a couple inches long. You can imagine how big these Jaguar canines would be. The risk would never be worth the reward. It's super disrespectful, in our opinion, for you to trap a beautiful wild animal in a cage and then force your wishes on them by trying to pet them and treat them like a pet. They're not pets. So we don't treat them like pets. Are you most handsome? Are you the most handsome? It looks like you're shut back here. I wonder if they're doing maintenance of some sort. What'd you destroy? Did you break something? Yeah, I think so. I think you probably broke something. Who knows? Who knows? I hear you. But cats mark their territory in a lot of different ways, but that rubbing is a big part of it. They have scent glands all over their face and feet, and yeah, and they pee on everything, and they chew on things, and they scratch things. All of those are ways for them to mark their territory. And if you really want to intimidate someone, you sharpen your teeth on the cage like Manny does. Yeah, that's the thing that blows my mind, is people are like, oh, well, the small cats, like, they're, you know, they'd be manageable. And it's like, no, they've got strength like you can't even imagine. And you're right, when we moved Cyrus, oh, thank you, Hope, for the donation. When we moved Cyrus from one enclosure to the other, or we've taken him to the vet, he is terrifying. You put him in a small cage and have to transport him, and he is straight up scary. So think about trying to be a private owner and your cat gets sick and you've got to try to take him to a vet. First of all, most vets will not properly take care of exotic cats. Oh my. We're getting a show now. We're getting a show now. Yeah. goodness. My goodness, that's a lot of grumping. Well, let's all give it up for some Manny belly. That is an impressive cat right there. He is horrifying though. They're so scary. They're so scary. Yeah. You're scary even when you're trying to be playful. It's very sneaky. Professional art of distraction. It's like, look at me be cute real quick. Look at me being cute real quick. Wow. If you're interested in Manny's story or any of the other stories of any of our cats, you can check out their bio pages. bigcatrescue.org/catbio, or you can find them individually a lot of the time if you just do bigcatrescue.org/that cat's name. But you're so cute. You're just so cute. How do I walk away from you boys? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm staying here with you guys. So yes, I see a lot of people talking about the Big Cat Public Safety Act in the comments. I'll just stay here. It's a Manny Monday. Manny always gets Manny Mondays and Wild Wednesdays, right? So the Big Cat Public Safety Act would help us eliminate some of these horrible stories that you hear about private owners and the cub petting industry and cats being used as photo props and entertainment. We truly believe that cub petting is the biggest reason on why there are so many beautiful, amazing big cats that have been abandoned, abused, and then they're forced to live in cages for the rest of their life. Because you can't hand raise an apex predator and have them rely on people for food and then think you're ever going to set them free. You're also breeding them and carting them around in places that they're not native to. Thank you, Sam, for the donation. You know, Manny's a Jaguar. He doesn't necessarily belong in any state roaming free, except for there used to be some that would go into some of the southern states. It's always tragic. I fear the day that we have to say there are no more Florida Panthers, because that is just something that you never want to hear, is when one of these beautiful cats doesn't exist in the wild anymore. But us breeding them for life in cages is not saving them in the wild. So we've got to really put an end to all the breeding, all the pay-to-play schemes, and help save them in the wild. But you guys can help us do that. What we really, really need you to do is be contacting your representatives. You know, we're the reason that our representatives are in office. You voted them in, so you need to tell them what you want them to be supporting. So we really want you guys to support the Big Cat Public Safety Act. It would help end private ownership and cub petting, which again, we feel is like the #1 cause to all these animals living in cages, because again, born in a cage, you can't set them free. So you can help us by doing that at bigcatact.com. You are so handsome. I'm blushing, you're so handsome. I got two of the most handsome boys right here on either side of me. Well, Cyrus has moved down there into the sun to continue his rubbing and rolling. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Like I said, I'll probably be continuing to do morning walkabouts, but am thinking about doing a little bit of a change up on times. Maybe not every week, but just kind of throwing in some things different from here different times of the day and different things like that, just to kind of mix it up for all of us. But thank you very much to everybody who donated, everybody who shared, everyone who is helping each other out in the comments. Really appreciate seeing a lot of newcomers here in the comments today. Hopefully we'll see you guys again on another live. Yeah, you tell them. That was very grumbly. You guys can rewatch this if you came in late. We started live with Aria out at vacation, walked all the way over to Manny on Funcation. So you can do that at dailybigcat.com. Yeah, there's a Q&A with Brittany playlist. If you want to see any of these home tours that I've been filming for pretty much, I think there's less than 10 cats left that I still need to do. But you can watch those at dailybigcat.com as well. There's a home tour playlist. My goodness. My goodness. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week. Enjoy the extra daylight hours. I'm hoping that gives me some more motivation. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care, everybody.